This question says that a job pays a salary of 27,000 the first year. During the next 5 years, the salary increased by 6% each year. And what is the salary for the 6th year? And what is the total salary over the 6-year period? And we need to round the nearest cent for our answers. And this is a very typical geometric sequence. So let's look at the geometric sequence. We know a geometric sequence from the initial term A, then the second term is always multiplied by the common ratio. Then the third term will be the first term squared times the common ratio squared. That means here the exponent is 2, the index will be 3. So this exponent is all 1 less than the index here. Based on this comparison, then we can say the nth term will be a sub n equals here the first term times the common ratio to the exponent n minus 1. So always 1 less than the index. This is very typical formula. In geometric sequence, we want to remember their 1, 2, 3 formula. The first one is how to find out the common ratio. It's always use the second term divided by the first term, or A2 divided by A1, or the following term, A3 divided by the previous term. This term divided by this. The common mistake is to use A2 divided by 3. That's not right. So we have R is the following term divided by the previous term, which is common ratio. And then here, the general formula would be this one. That's the second one. The nth term will be the first term times the common ratio to the n minus r. Again, exponent is always 1 less than the index. But for the sum formula here, the index will be equal to the index. Here the exponent would be equal to the index. If you want to find out the sum of the 6 years, if here is 6, then here will be 6. That's different. And for the 6th term here, we want to use the initial term, that's 27,000 here, and the common ratio to the 5th here, next 5 years. So the 6th year here will be exponent will be 5. Okay. And then the sum, if here is 6 years total sum, here is 6, here is 6. And we already know the first term is 27,000. Then what is the common ratio in this case? The common ratio we can find out. You see, the first year is 27,000 here. The second year is 6% more than the first year. So besides the base salary, you have to add 27,000 times 6%, which is 0.06. You pour 27,000 out, so then you have a 1, because here 27,000 is 27,000 times 1. Everyone agrees. And then you take 27,000 out here, is 1 actually plus 0.06 here. That's how we got 1.06 right here. And you can see the second term is the first term times 1.06. That will be our common ratio. It's like here, you see. The first year is 27,000. The second year, you use 27,000 times 1.06. The third year, it will be based on this salary, 27,000 times 1.06 as our base salary. Then use the same base salary times 0.06. Similarly, you pull the red number out, 27,000 times 1.06 out. And you have a 1 plus 0.06 from here, and here 1 from here. So 1 plus 0.06 is still 1.06. So you got two 1.06 times another 0.06. So here that's why it's a square for the third year. And you keep going. For the sixth year, you shall have the first year's salary times 1.06 to the fifth. Is like the general formula we mentioned here. Sixth year here will be the common ratio to the fifth power. That's how we got exactly here. Based on this formula, we then have the sum should be equal to 27,000 times, here is multiplication, okay, times. Here is 1 minus r to the nth power divided by 1 minus r. You can do r to the nth power minus 1, and downstairs you do r minus 1. The same thing. Both numerator and denominator multiplied by -1. You will switch these two terms and these two terms. So in this case, I wrote r to the nth power at the first, subtract 1, then downstairs you should do the same. R goes first, and then minus 1. Okay, so this will be the sixth year's salary, and this will be our total salary. Let's use calculator to see how we are going to find out this total salary. Okay. I got to move this one to up to this place. And then my calculator shows up. Okay. So here will be 27. Turn on your calculator. Then 27,000 times 1.06. You hit the enter. You have 28,620. And here is the second year. And if you want to do the 27,000 times 1.06, Then here you want to do fifth power. You hit enter here. That will be 36,132 and 0.09, so 9 cents. So it sounds like either this one is correct or this one is correct. Third one or the fourth one. But how about the total salary? The total salary here we do is 27,000 times, do not forget parentheses. That's 1.06 to the sixth power. Do not use 5. Subtract 1. Okay. You may do divided by 1 using the parentheses. 1.06 minus 1, you may just use what? 1.06 minus 1 is just 0.06. So you just use 0.06. All right? And then you hit enter. You have 188,333 and then 60 cents. That's the one right here. Okay. So then that would be our third choice. Okay. See you next time.